And here's a quick look at today's custom budget PC. I'll briefly talk about the case because I'll need to remove that tempered glass side panel to get a better look at the insides. So this is a Gamdias Talos E3 PC case with a front mesh grille and two 120mm air intake fans and one 120mm air exhaust fan. The color scheme is controlled by this LED button here on the top I/O, which also features USB 2.0 and USB 3.0 as well as microphone and headphone jacks. There's also room to install extra fans or a radiator up here. Underneath this dual fan Thermalright Assassin Spirit CPU cooler, there's a AMD Ryzen 5 5600X CPU with 6 cores and 12 threads. Right beside that is 16 GB of Corsair Vengeance DDR4 3600 MHz RAM. There's an ASUS ROG STRIX RTX 2080 graphics card with 8 GB of GDDR6 memory. Using the ASUS AuraSync software, you can control the lighting scheme on the graphics card, and currently I have it set to red to match the case fans, and it gives it kind of a nice ominous look. Behind the graphics card, there's Windows 11 Pro installed onto a 1TB Samsung PM9A1 NVMe solid state drive. For a little bit of extra storage, I just threw in a Toshiba 328GB hard drive I had laying around. And powering it all is a Corsair RM750 750W modular power supply. And this is all packed onto an AsRock B550M Pro 4 motherboard. This provides some great value, being that it does have PCIe 4.0 speeds, so if you choose to upgrade to the 30 or 40 series of NVIDIA graphics cards, that's a great benefit. And with the AM4 platform, there's always a nice upgrade path. Speaking of the motherboard, on the rear I/O, we do have room for 2 antennae if you wish to install an M.2 Wi-Fi card. There's an HDMI DisplayPort and VGA port if you do install a CPU with integrated graphics. Outside of that, there's USB 2.0 mouse and keyboard PS2 port, a USB-C port, 5x USB 3.2 RJ45 Ethernet port, microphone, headphone, and audio input, and the RTX 2080 has 1x USB Type-C, 2x HDMI 2.0, and 2x DisplayPort 1.4. So definitely leave a comment below if you're using a similar setup. I think this is all I'm going to say at this moment. We're going to head right into the gaming and benchmark performance. One thing I haven't published on YouTube is video rendering performance with the Ryzen 5 5600X CPU using DaVinci Resolve 19. So let's cut to that footage right now. So for testing video render with this CPU and GPU combo, I downloaded a copy of DaVinci Resolve 19 and I stuck in my usual 11 minutes of raw 1080p footage. Let's get that ready to go. Just an aside, using this program with this CPU and GPU combo is a pretty smooth experience. Alright, so I have it all lined up and ready to go. Let's see how long it takes to render this video. We can see that the 5600X is really accessing that boost speed. And the render completed in 2 minutes and 46 seconds, which is really great. I think in a moderate work environment, that type of productivity would be pretty decent. For hobbyists or enthusiasts like myself, that would be perfectly acceptable. So thanks a lot for watching. We're going to go into the gameplay part of the video now. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to hear from you sometime in the comments. Feel free to reach out.